From the officials?
Yeah, I think it was. I looked at it. I mean, the net came off really easy, but I think that looking at it on the video, looked like he backed into it and probably was good. I don't know that he was expecting to come all the way off that easy. But yeah, Lee looked like he knocked it off intentionally, so I can see why he called that. I was unaware of the rule that usually if there's a direct scoring chance and you take it away, it's a penalty shot. But the last 2 minutes of the game, he informed me on the bench that that's.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it became a penalty shot.
So what do you think overall?
I thought it was sloppy. Both teams looked, pace was slower than what we'd seen. Understandably so, I think. You got one team with 12 days off, one with 8. They looked like there was some rust, you know. So, I mean, we addressed it. You know, keep trying to do the right things, keep working. The team that can fight through it mentally and find a way to dig in a little deeper would win the game. And I mean, that game had a little bit of everything. I think when it's all said and done, power play struggled a little bit. Penalty kill was good. They find a way to kill a penalty off in overtime, and then our power play steps up and gets us a big one for the win. You know, we had Corpy, I thought was really good early and kept us in the game. And then we kind of came around and got our legs, and then I thought their guy was really good near the end of the first and then the second a little bit. And, you know, but our details everything was just okay for me tonight. But, you know, the most important thing is we found a way to win and keep home ice for now.
Did you know that that guy knocked in with a glove, or you?
I wasn't sure because his body was in the way. But as soon as he didn't celebrate, a couple guys on our bench said he threw that in, and then as soon as he saw the overhead, I mean, it was obvious. I just
you heard the guys on their bench say that?
No, a couple guys on our bench. So, I mean, you just can't let the game end that way. If the guy throws it in. So I was confident they'd come up with the right call.
Sure. That play of the goal was overturned because he batted the puck in.
Yeah, he just threw the glove.
So you had 8 or 12 days off between the teams before. You talk about the sloppy play maybe because of that. How about the inverse effect? Now you're going to play 3 games in 4 days.
Yeah, I think it's good for us. You know, we didn't get out of shape, and there's, you know, they need their rest. We got it, but it doesn't matter how hard you practice and try to simulate game situations. We do that, but still practice. It's not another team fighting for their playoff lives coming in, another really good team that we've had a tough series against, and I think you saw that tonight. There's some turnovers that are you know, not characteristic of either team. I think tonight, you know, a lot of one and done battles, and then, you know, it's just the way the game goes. But you got to find a way to win those too. I mean, that's the cards we're dealt, and you know, at the end we stick with it. We stick with it, and you know, our goal was to make sure we're getting some pucks in the net, and we end up working hard and getting a penalty call and then capitalizing on the power.
The game winner was a really nice play. I mean, you guys have worked on that, Alice.
Well, we move it around a bit. We get the puck in an area where a guy can shoot. He unloads a great shot, and Czar hits the guy's stick. Okay, so the guy's sacrificing, gets in front of the lane, but his stick breaks. So now you have to try and take advantage of that. You get a guy without a stick, you want to work it in his area, and we bought more ice than you'd normally be able to take in that situation. And Broadhurst finds it, and as soon as he got into that inside the dots and into a real good scoring area, you know, a couple seams opened up, and he found Bjorkstrand and made a great shot.
How different is Bjorkstrand's game now than it was early in the season, his first taste of pro?
Oh, he's come a long way in a lot of areas. I mean, areas that, you know, maybe everyone doesn't notice right away. Still a work in progress, as every player is. But what he has is that ability that we just saw. When you give it to him in an area like that, he's got this deceptive shot, and if he gets a chance from someplace like that, then he has a better than average chance, or a better chance than most guys at putting it in the back of the net. So that's his strength, and he continues to work on that every day. But he's put a lot of work into the areas away from the puck, and some days he's better than others. But you know, he was okay in some of those areas tonight.
A great setup, but that's a hell of a shot.
Yeah, great. Equally as nice a pass. I think Broadhurst to be able to find him and look guys off, and then like again, I think that happens because they catch a tough break. The guy blocks a shot, he sacrifices, but hits his stick and it breaks. And I mean, that's just sometimes the way it goes.
Expect a better pace on Saturday.
I do. I think the series is going to get faster and execution's going to get better. Now teams start playing, start playing again, and the hate will get there. I don't think it was that physical tonight for me. We weren't as physical as we should be, and I think they're probably saying the same thing. So I think you're going to see a ramp up as the series goes on. We get playing games again.